Gather around, people. I am going to tell you the story of our great nation and your grandfather, Ishmael. Do you see this well behind us? It is called Bir Lahroy, and you should remember its name. It is a symbol of our freedom and reminds us of the promises God has made. Many years ago, when I was young, I was a slave girl to a woman named Sarai. She was not a kind woman and allowed terrible things to happen to me. I worked very hard and did many things as a slave that you will never have to do. The most disgraceful thing that happened was having to give myself to my mistress's husband, Abram. You see, Sarai was barren and desperate for children, and she took matters into her own hands. Could you imagine having to birth children for someone who could not have children of their own? That is what I was forced to do. Once Sarai knew that I was pregnant by Abram, she became ruthless. She was so jealous that she beat me and even said that I looked on her with contempt. She never stopped to consider my feelings or how harshly she treated me. I could not stay, so I ran away. And this is what happened. In the wilderness, I met a messenger from God who told me things that I could not have even imagined. The angel's name was El Roi, and he asked me, Hagar, slave girl of Sarai, where have you come from and where are you going? I answered with the truth and said, I am running away from my mistress Sarai. Without any other word, I was commanded to go back to Sarai and submit to her. I could not believe what he was asking me to do. Why would God want me to go back to this terrible situation? Then the angel gave me the first promise. The promise is that my offspring would be so many that they could not be counted. El Roi also instructed me to name my child Ishmael because God was not blind to my situation. I went back to Sarai and Abram and had a boy and named him Ishmael as El Roi instructed me. I tell you this story because God is a promise keeper. All of you gathered here right now are part of that promise. You are descendants. You are the descendants that the angel spoke of.